Hey, Low Riders, it's me, Lois. Happy Monday. And today I'm here to talk about Destiny Payton's Mental Mondays because y'all know I do watch the Mental Mondays because I'd like to hear what Destiny is saying and how actual and factual what she's saying is. Well, lo and behold, about 10 minutes or less into the video, here she go lying. So, she does these mental health Mondays with Deon Catchings, which is a licensed therapist, and her disclaimer is that she's life coaching for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, whatever. So Dion asked Destiny, so how do you protect your vision in regards to your business? And Destiny said, once I have a vision or goal, she said, I'm really tunnel. Like she has that tunnel vision. She said, like people said, change your name. You should do this. And Destiny said, I'm not doing that because that's not what God told me to do. Okay. So now we on this God thing again. Okay, now didn't Melody say God said go? And then Melody actually quotes scriptures and chapters and so forth and so on and gives us positive feedback and stuff. And here go Destiny with this nonsense. And it to me logically doesn't make no sense because I feel like Destiny realized, she said she's not doing that because that's not what God told me to do. God gave me this name. And then she said, for this business. She's like, for this business. And I feel like Destiny realized she was getting off track and she was talking about maybe possibly not taking Berrick's last name, alleged in my opinion, with some actual and factual. But I just felt like she was getting off track and then she realized she was getting on track and she made it about her business because for whatever reason we know she's had Madani for years, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with the name Madani, but to say that she's not going to change the name because God didn't tell her to is just bullshit, naive in my opinion. Okay. And she said, for this business for a reason, and I'm pushing forward because God didn't tell me to do that. I'm really kind of stubborn when it comes to my dreams and goals. So is it you that is stubborn about your dreams and goals, or did God guide you? Because you're not making any sense. If you're the one that is guiding your dreams and goals, but you're waiting for God, it's just confusing to me. So I'm really confused. So did God say go? God say not do this? Or God say whatsoever? Or you just said, I'm not changing my business name because I'm stubborn and that's the name I like and boopity boppity bam? Because at this point, I'm confusion once again. And then, okay, excuse me. Because I'm reading my notes. Destiny proceeds to go to her phone because the notification bell's going off, like she's always not paying attention. She knew she was doing this podcast. She should have had everything turned off at that time. Okay, and then she says and asks, because she said it and then asks like it was a question statement. I wasn't sure what she was doing. She says, I don't know, is that a good answer? Now, my observation, Destiny knew that she was off track in what she was saying in regards to God didn't tell her to do that because it sounded too similar to what Melody Cherie said about God said go. She sat and she waited until God told her to go, whereas Destiny's like, well, God didn't tell me to do that. And she's so arrogant about stuff and she doesn't even know what she's talking about. But I do have these questions for you, Destiny, and I wrote them down because I wanted to be sure that I got on here and asked these questions so you can answer them for me, okay? So, Destiny, did God tell you to lie on Melody about me not being a good friend, knowing full well that she had your back and she was helping you behind the scenes without anybody knowing it until you decided to lie on her on a national platform and say that she wasn't a good friend and she wasn't there when she was in fact there and texting you and reaching out to you and inviting you to places? Okay. Did God tell you to do that to your friend? Okay. And did God tell you to claim that you knew where the bodies were buried after seeing that revenge porn photo alleged, in my opinion, was some actual and factual, and you thought that you could use that against Melody because everybody on the cast had seen it, but Melody had already peeped y'all game from day one, and she knew what y'all was trying to do? Okay. Did God tell you to do that? Okay. And did God tell you to talk about Melody to Letitia after Melody asked you not to discuss her with anyone that she was not speaking with or involved with or friends with? Did God tell you not to protect your friendship with Melody just to be friends with the ops? Did God tell you to do that, Destiny? Because I'm confusion again. Okay. And then did God tell you to try and ambush Tiffany Whitlow and Melody's friendship because you felt that they had a closer bond than you did, and so you just treated Tiffany like street booty? Did God tell you to interfere in that friendship? Because I'm curious about that. Did He really tell you to do that, Destiny? Okay. And then did God tell you to link up with the ops on Love and Marriage Huntsville to try and bring Melody down because she is the shining star of the entire show, and none of y'all could touch her level of success, adoration, and love from her fans and peers alike? Did God tell you to do that, Destiny? Okay. And did God tell you to sleep and lust after a married man? Yes, we're talking about Moses. Before and after your marriage to Berrick Williams, alleged, in my opinion, was some actual and factual. Did God tell you to do this, Destiny? Did He tell you to sleep with a married man? Did He tell you to lust after a married man? And also, I want to know, did God tell you to name your child Law after a man that you have been having an affair with for years, and you are married to LeBarrick Williams, a legend, in my opinion, with some actual and factual? You named you and LeBarrick's child after names that you and Moses, your ex-love affair partner, or your affair partner, you decide you're going to name your child after the names that y'all thought about while you're in marriage with another man. You're in covenant with God. Did God tell you to do that, Destiny? And those are the questions I'd like you to answer, because I am really confusion at this point why you keep bringing God into things and not realizing how negative you have been and the nastiest things that you have said about Melody and LeBarrick and anybody that is associated with Melody that you don't like. Did God tell you to do all these nasty things? Because it's a possibility that God is saying, you know what, she's not ready. She is not ready for the success that she could have had she been a good friend to Melody, had she not been so nasty when she came on the show, had she not treated everybody, especially Tiffany Whitlow, like street booty. Then it's a possibility that she could have been more successful now, because those people would have still been in her corner, guiding her and supporting her and attending all her events and helping her and sponsoring her and so forth and so on. So Destiny, tell us what else God said. Okay, because He obviously didn't tell you to be still, because you running off with the mouth and doing world tours against Melody and Shari. What else did God tell you to do? Did He tell you to slow down and focus on you and stop worrying about what everybody else is doing, because what's for you is meant for you? So what's happening now and prior to is probably your just desserts for your behaviors and your machinations toward a woman who only wanted the best for you. And that's all I got to say about it. Low Riders, please get down in the comments and tell me what you think about this video. And please tell your friends, family, everybody you know to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 3,000 on this right now. I can't tell you where I'm at because I'm on Destiny's page right now. So I'm lying. I don't know where I'm at right now. But I know I'm over 2,000 something. But I just need help get to that 3,000. Then we're going to go to 4. Then we're going to go to 5 and so forth and so on. So I just would love for y'all to continue to support me. I love you guys so much. It is a little hard for me to come up with content in regards to Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I keep saying I'm going to branch out. I am actually going to make a plan, and starting next week I'm going to talk about some other things. This week I am going to be talking about Braxton Family Values, because I did used to watch that show. And I think Tamar is a spoiled brat, and calling her sister toxic is just disrespectful. But that's a story for another time. Good night, guys. I love you, and I will see you later. Mwah. Peace.